Hello and welcome to another video in my PyTorch and neural network series. Today I'll be building on the previous video where we made our first neuron. Today we'll take a massive jump to actually build our first neural network. So if you recall what I showed you in the last video, I showed you that the operation that the neuron does is just matrix multiplication with the input. So we have our input here and we multiplied it by the neuron's weights. And then we summed them together and then we got the output. Let me just change this. So yeah, we got the output. So if you scroll down here, this neuron, this operation would just be one neuron. So this would be this blue circle over here. That would be the operation in that circle. But now we want to do it for 5 in 1. What we can do is we can actually just change the dimensions of this, but obviously we need to add in more weights as well since we only have 4. This neuron takes in 4 inputs, so and we want to get 5 different neurons, so that would be 4 times 5, so that would be 20. I'll just copy paste this code and then I'll copy paste this as well. Alright, cool. So we say we need 20 weights, so let's just change this to 20 and then we're gonna get an error because I need to change this to 5. So you can see we have a 4x5 matrix for the weights of each, well, just the layer actually now. So now instead of this being the neurons weights, it's the entire layer. And one row from this weight matrix is actually a single neuron's weights. So this would be the first neuron, this would be the second, this would be the third. So we have our inputs going in over here, and they all go in through these wires, and these wires have weights. So the weights over here, this would be 0 over here, this 0. Then 5 would be this line over here. Sorry, 5 would be, yeah, 5 would be this line over here. Then 10 would be this line over here, sorry. And then 15 would be the last line, which is, yeah, this long line. Cool. So if we go down to the cell and just run it, we see that, let's just wait for the output, that it still runs first of all, even though we've changed the dimension of this. And we have a kind of new dimension now, so we get 5 output of 1 by 5 a tensor that is 1 by 5. So if you look here, our output resembles the input. So since it resembles the input, we can actually just do the same method that we did before to get the next layer. Would just be, this is just one output, so let's actually just do that. So we have our new input would be y, so y. So I'm just gonna change this quick to, I'm gonna change this to z. Okay, z. Change that, and then this is gonna be z. We can actually just delete this all, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna start to form the next layer, which is just 1. So we had a 4 by 5 matrix here. So this is 4 represents the number of inputs, so 4 here, and then 5 represents the number of outputs, which is, yeah, 5 neurons. Here's where the four inputs come in, and then we have 5 neurons. That's the output. So now we want to think of how we're gonna have to shape our weight matrix so that we can get one output. So first of all, we have 5 inputs. So but the first dimension, so the number of rows would be 5, and then the output would be 1. So it would be a 5 by 1 matrix. Our W, we're gonna have to name this W2 is equal to, I'm just gonna copy paste this code again, so torch, and then it's 5 by 1, so we just have 5. This is 5 by 1. Cool. So if we just, let's actually just print Z and print Z and print W2 so you guys can have a good picture of what's going on here. So yeah, we kind of like, it's kind of similar to the previous video where we had like 1 row and 1 column, and this is basically, this layer is just a neuron, so we can actually just multiply it. So y is equal to z, which is our new input, times w2, which is our weight matrix, and we should get very big number. Let's just do this again. Yeah. So that's how we kind of built this neural network. So yeah, we modeled like all the neurons, or this hidden layer over here, as matrix multiplication. And once we did that, we could actually relay the hidden layer's outputs as inputs to the next layer, and model that as matrix multiplication as well, and just get the output like that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was a bit of like a freestyle on my part. I didn't prepare too much, but I hope everything did make sense. And yeah, next video we'll actually be tackling like a proper problem, and we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions. But for now, bye.